Hello, everyone. Paul here. Today I'm going to be talking about the Nasdaq, the US 30 here, and I'm going to be going over a strategy that if you've been watching the last couple of my videos, it's a pretty powerful strategy. Now with the US 30, it's really volatile, but it does have its advantages and disadvantages. There are times to trade when the market's open where this becomes really the price and the volatility of it goes very fast when the market is open, but you can also trade it off market hours, and you know if it doesn't land on the weekend and things like that, you can still trade it, and it's slower, and you can still make profit even during the off times of it. So what I want to kind of go over is a strategy. It's the Ghost Market Pro swing, but it's kind of like the rainbow strategy. It just has less moving averages. So I'm going to show you guys how to set it up, and basically how to read the US 30 and just find the moments within the swing, the Ghost Market Pro swing. To find those better moments. So with this strategy, I would focus mainly on like the hour chart and maybe the 15. It all depends. But those will be the entry points that I look for once you set this up. Now, in order for you guys to follow along, you either need to get the Ghost Market Pro package, or to put a link below, or you're gonna need to get you'll either need the Ghost Market Pro package. Put a link below. I'm not affiliated with them. Or you'll need to upgrade your TradingView membership, because you're gonna need about 20 moving averages for this to work. You're gonna use CM EMA trend bars for it to work if you don't want Ghost Market Pro. But I'll show you how to set it up for both. And then I'll show you, we'll look at some signals with the swing. Basically the moving averages of about 20 moving averages. It's related to the rainbow strategy, but it has a little bit more. And because it has more, it's easier to see the signals a lot clearer, and it's also color coded, so you pretty much know when there's a shift and change in direction. So let me show you how to set everything up to trade the US 30. Okay, first thing you want to set up when using the swing here is, if you have Ghost Market Pro, you want to load up the swing. The swing is all the moving averages. I'll show you how many we have here. We have the 5 all the way till the 95. So if you're not using Ghost Market Pro, you're going to have to go to the indicator here. You're going to have to go to CM EMA trim bars. You're going to hit that about 19-20 times to get the same kind of result you have right here, because you're going to have to input all these moving averages. So you have got to go 5 all the way through to 95. So that's how you set it up. That's how you set it up with Ghost Market Pro or without Ghost Market Pro. If you want to get Ghost Market Pro, you can get the indicator. I'm not affiliated with them. But without it, you will have to upgrade your TradingView account. Now, you do have to have other indicators as well. You would also have get stochastic or MACD or something like that to confirm. Just don't base it off of the moving averages alone. But anyway, that's kind of how you set it up. You can do it with Ghost Market Pro if you want. You can do it without. If you want to do it without, it's going to be an upgraded membership to TradingView. So again, what you need if you want to do it without is your moving averages are 5 all the way down to 95. Now 90-95 I make more thick. Just keep that in mind. 90-95 I keep more thick, and the 5 I keep more thick. So anyway, let's figure out here how to find patterns here, and we want to base this on what is happening with the the moving averages. Now what you want to look for is the moment, and you want to basically follow your 5. And your 5 you can kind of see is right here. This is your 5. So basically follow what the 5 is doing. You basically don't want to do anything until the 5 has either cleared or crossed through some port of the swing here. So right here we see that the ribbon, the 5, is crossed up. So this would be your point of entry. You want to make sure that now this is the reason why we do CM EMA trend bars, because everything lights up. So when the moment becomes bullish, it turns into a light green, and when it becomes bearish, it becomes to a light red. So we know the moments, and what we basically want to wait for is for the 5 to cross through, and for all the moving averages to keep going straight. That's what we want to be looking for, and the signal for it to turn to a light green. So the entry point, let's just show you where that would be. So if you see right there at the end there where all of them start lighting up, that would be your point of entry. So real quickly, I'm going to turn the candles back on, and you won't be able to see this unless you turn the candles off. But basically, when everything turns into a light green and you see the 5 crossing through everything and it's headed into a straight pattern, that's when you get into your trade. So if you were to follow it when that point happens, right about here is when it started going through the top, you would ride this out for a couple hours. And if you did here to here, this is 2 days. You basically made $200 with a 0.01. Now, this can easily multiply. It all depends on your capital. So right here to here. So, a 0.01, this is $200 if you did a 0.10. So let's look at a couple other instances where this happens. And it's easier to see if you turn the candles off. So right here at this moment, you see the 5 right here. You see the 5 coming out, and right about here, you see everything light up. And right here is when you would end the trade because it's above everything else. So if we rode this from that point of when it crosses everything, which is right here, if you ride this out here to the top, this took 12 hours and you would have made $373 for the 0.01. If you did a 0.10, you'd be making about $3,733. So use your lot size accordingly. So let's try to find a couple more moments on the hour, and then we'll look into some smaller time frames. I don't go anything past, when messing with the US 30, I don't go past the hour. And doing for scalps and for smaller amounts, I probably won't go past 15-minute time frame. But anyway, right here you see the 5, and it's crossing up through all the other moving averages, so that would be your entry point. You also see everything turn into a light green, so the moment for it to become bullish. So you come in right here, come in and you ride it from this point on, and you ride it all the way, let's just say for 11 hours. Let's just do a day there. This is another $336 with a 0.01. If you did a 0.10, you'd be looking at about $3,362. So let's look at a couple more times with the bullish scenario here on the hour. Now with the hour, you're going to have to wait a while before you see the signal. So we might want to go to a smaller time frame if you want to get in on any of those other moments up here. What you want to look for is when the 5 is crossing through. And we'll look at that real quick. We'll turn the candles off, and we'll see it happen right here. Everything turns into a light green, and then you see it go up. So you rode it from about here all the way up here to the top. You got about $374 in 19 hours with a 0.01. And if you did like a 0.10 lot size, you would have made about $3,746 right there. So real quickly, let's look at a smaller time frame because I think a lot of you want to do intraday. The rules are the same. So basically, when you're looking at a downtrend here, you want to make sure you get the overall trend when you're doing this. And you also need other indicators as well to just confirm it. Don't just go off of what the moving averages are telling you, because you could be injured. You could be in a consolidation zone, so you need other indicators to kind of tell what else is going on. But on the opposite side of things, we see the 5 going down. We see it crossing down right here. So this would be your moment to getting in. So if you came in right here from this point, you would write it down. And in 3 hours, this is $350 with a 0.01. And if you did it with a 0.10, you'd be making about $3,508. So right here, this looks to be a lot of consolidation. And then right here, you should see another move. You should see a brief move right here because you see the 5 crossing through everything. And you could get in for a quick scalp for a couple hours. Coming right here, you write it out to here. This is an hour and 30 minutes. You made $41. Very small one right there. You write it up to here, you made about $61. So it's not as much as doing it on the hour, but you will, if you do it on a 15-minute, you will find, your $40, your $60, your $100, your little scalps right there. This looks to be a little bit like a consolidation zone. So if I put on my consolidation zone, we'll probably see a lot of moments right here where it's consolidating. So I would stay clear of that. So make sure you find moments that are consolidating. The 5 needs to really pass through all the moving averages for there to be a good trade. And then all the moving averages needs to light up either to a light green or a light red. So if we turn the candles off again, we see that it crosses a little right here, so this could be a trade. Now, if you do this on a smaller time frame, you have to pay more attention to the charts because it could go against you. That's why I try doing it on the longer time frames because you get better results. But right here, if you write it here to here, this is 5 hours and 45 minutes. You would have made $61 with a 0.01. With a 0.10, you would have made about $617. So let's just do a couple more times on the 15 to find the signals. So let's turn the candles off real quick. We see it crossing right about here, the 5 crossing here, so this would be your entry point. You could come in right about here, and you could ride all this out. And this is $287 in 8 hours and 45 minutes. That's based off a 0.01. Now, if you did it with a 0.10, you would be making about $2,800. So this strategy works really well for the US 30 because it really shows you all the moments when it's shifting direction and it's starting to go bullish. Now, you have to look at the 5 and you have to wait for the 5 to actually cross and pass all the other moving averages, and everything has to either turn into a light green. Light green resembles, everything's going to start to go bullish. Light red on the downside, crossing down, is a sign of being bearish. So whether you look for that on the hour or whatever time frame you choose, I prefer doing this on the hour because it does give you better results. If you do it on the 15-minute, you might run into some problems or it could fake you out. So just be careful of that. But for this strategy, all you have to do is pay attention to the 5 and what the 5 is doing. Do not do any trades when you see the 5 that the 5 is inside the ribbons. The 5 has to be coming out of all the other moving averages. So anyway, if you guys like the strategy, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys for the videos.